is Debbie Beck-Siddiqui, and I'm one of the co-founders of KAMS Foundation. KAMS stands for Kids Affirmation Through Mentorship and Sports. So this program that we have developed is a youth empowerment program, and we want to affirm and mentor kids, and then we also utilize sports and experiential learning to instill character development, teach them life skills. Basically, in simple terms, we just want to help youth excel at the game of life. So KAMS Foundation is actually a week-long program, and we start out looking at a character trait that will basically umbrella that week of the program. So we'll choose a character trait to oversee that week. Then we begin to weave in the affirmation and the mentorship and the life skills as a part of that.
Whatever the lesson is of that day, I try and tie it into what they could do at home or school. They seem to be more aware of whatever that lesson is and in tune, and they're always participating, always giving answers, always sharing their stories.
We all learn from our experiences, but we don't always take those experiences and then use that time to really look back at it and evaluate it and learn even more from it. And that's what we're doing. We're giving these youth the opportunity to have these different experiences and then providing opportunities after that to evaluate them and look through them and learn even more.
You know, I think a lot of times we don't give kids credit for what they're really able to take in, apply, process, and then come up with life applicable type execution of those things. So we're connecting all these dots for them and allowing them to express their feelings and think about their feelings and even realize they had feelings about what happened in that empathetic moment, in that teachable moment. We're allowing them to really think through not only what happened, but the emotions around it, the feelings around it, and then the life applicable things that they can do with it.
I don't know how to.
Mama, thank you for my stuff. When my son died, I found myself thrown into this grief journey. And I realized early on that there were two things that were going to help me sort of navigate this journey in a healthy way. One was to hang on to God, and the other was to take the amazing gifts and talents and that fierce love that my son had and to pass those on to as many people as I possibly could as long as God leaves me here on this earth. And I think that through KAMS Foundation, I found a way to do that.
One special characteristic about my brother was that he loved kids and he loved having fun with them and making them laugh and smile, and he did that everywhere he went. He had spoken to not only my parents but my cousin about wanting to eventually start some sort of organization that would work with youth, that would help them build their confidence, and something where he could be hands-on and really work with them and help them succeed in their dreams.
For me, it's needed to keep on his legacy. When you're there and you're seeing the kids get affected and you're seeing the joy you're bringing to everyone, and you know that he's looking down, smiling, knowing that we're doing his passion and we're performing on for him.
It hasn't even been a full year, and so many people have reached out and want to get involved because they see the positive impact that it's already having on not only youth, but on adults and volunteers and participants. It has the ability to impact everyone.
I learned more stuff about myself. I learned more stuff about these kids. I never thought I would bond with a bunch of 8 to 11-year-olds. They kind of brought me back to my childhood.
There have been so many times and things that I've been able to observe where I've seen a positive impact from KAMS Foundation on the youth. Sebastian, Chandler, Nyla, Ashley, Alyssa, Ralphie, like the list goes on, and all of these kids, whether it's big or small, they all have been impacted in a certain way. It's just an amazing, amazing thing to witness, and I'm just so fortunate to be a part of that.
I'm super amazed and I feel blessed at where we are already in this game, but I do realize that to keep this foundation sustainable, there's several things that we're going to need to do. We're going to need to increase our volunteer and intern staff. That will allow us to be able to grow the program to cover as many after-school programs, Title I schools, subsidized programs as we possibly can. Of course, financial support is always needed in any nonprofit foundation because our goal is to bring this to people at no cost. Because we think it's that important that if just because a school can't afford it or an after-school program can't afford it, that doesn't mean those kids shouldn't have the advantage of those life skills and those character development and being affirmed and being empowered.
I see KAMS Foundation expanding. I see more people getting involved. I see it continuing to impact more and more people. I do see it within the near future expanding and having that positive impact on as many people as possible.
I feel like Cameron's with us when we do this program. I feel like he's with us a lot of the time. What I see happening through here to me is something that he would love. I would love to see that be a true reflection of who he was and what he would love.
Thank you, KAMS!